guys, we are headed to work. We're going to stop by Bojangles first though on the way, get something for the night. So I done downloaded one video, this mic seems to be working really good. Better than all my other ones. Even my Purple Panda, I think it was like, I forget the price of it. It was not that cheap. And with this same setup I got right here, it was very distorted once I started going. This microphone seems to be doing really well. I'm pleased with it, the sound of it. I said this is Friday. I just recorded that video. It will be uploaded in the morning. But it's Friday, November the 5th. It's in the 40s. It dropped back. It was in the 50s and it dropped back down in the 40s. So it is a little nippy, especially when you're on a bike. We are going to stop at Bojangles here in Conover. Left early because everywhere you go it takes them forever to fix your food. But last time I stopped down here, like they got, I don't know, 5 or 7 people in the back. The drive-thru was backed up. I went inside, people were waiting, and this couple in front of me, I guess they've been there for a while waiting. They went ahead and left, so it was getting close to time for me that I needed to leave to get on time for work, so I just went ahead and left too. So hopefully, you know, I'll get there early enough where if I have to wait a little bit, that I will be able to order something. I don't understand. People don't want to work. These people getting jobs. They're making more money at these fast food places, and they just ain't wanting to work. I don't understand this whole concept of these people think they should get more money and they should do less. I just don't understand it. But anyway, other than being cold out here is not a bad day. It's cloudy. And it's always a beautiful, wonderful day when you can ride. Always. I've had all kind of cars, old cars, new cars. I've had trucks. And there's nothing like riding a bike. Nothing that I can tell you. I wish I'd have done this a lot sooner. I am 50 right now. I just went and got my license last year. Just started riding a bike last year. This bike, M109, it's a 1800cc motor. My very first bike I've ever rode. In my opinion, great starter bike. I put exhaust on it. I put aftermarket air cleaners on it. I've had the ECU flashed. I put the windshield on it. I got the quad lock for the phone. That works great. I need to make a video about that because I did have an issue with the case that's on my phone. I did have to get another one. And now I ordered the part that's supposed to be the shock, help the shock from your phone. So I'm hoping that fixes the problem with the whole case thing. But I had it almost a year before I had any issues with it, and it's still, I just had to get another case, and it still does a wonderful job. I think it's just a lot, these V-twins, they vibrate a lot, but I still, it's as a phone holder, I love it. I've got a hydraulic clutch kit to put on this thing. I have not done that yet. I've had it for a while. I've not done it to get rid of the brake, the clutch cable. I do have a harder engine mount to replace because they say these front ones they're really soft and they go bad really quick. So I do have one of those to replace. I haven't done that yet. I got this thing when it had 6,700 miles on it. I'm now over, I've had it for a year. At the end of October I had it for a year. I've got over 20,000 miles on this thing now. So I've had it, I put over 1,000 miles a month on this thing. So I do ride it. I try to ride it every day. There's sometimes I don't ride because I need to go pick something up from the store, or I need to do something, or it's raining. But other than that, I usually ride this to work, to around. It doesn't matter if it's cold, I ride. The only thing that stops me from riding is rain. I do not like going into work being wet. So now if I'm leaving work, it don't bother me. I don't mind getting wet on the way home. I just don't like, I got caught in the rain one time going to work. Went through Newton and it downpoured, and man, I was soaked. My shoes were soaked, so I had to stay in that pretty much all night for 12 hours. My clothes dried, my shoes never did, my boots. So I really need to maybe get some kind of riding boots to switch off from my work. But, and that again, my backpack, I can only, I'm limited to what I can put in it. It's only so big, and my boots are pretty big, so I might be able to fit them in there. I don't know, it'd be a tight fit. Overall, now I love riding motorcycles. I do plan on getting me another one besides this one eventually. I'm thinking sports bike. Right now I'm thinking S1000, the BMW S1000, a newer one or a brand new one. I'm not sure yet. For right now, that's what I'm thinking, but it might change by the time I go to buy one. It's going to be a few years, not going to be anytime soon. So a lot of things may happen by then. Really no telling. But yeah, I absolutely love riding motorcycles. To me, there's no car same experience. I don't really care how fast the car is. It just, Even going slow on a motorcycle is better than going fast in a car. It's just a completely different feeling, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, I wish I'd have done it a lot sooner in life. But I got one now, and I'm loving it, and I ride the hell out of this thing whenever I can. Now in the wintertime, like when it gets cold like in the 30s and 40s, I don't really ride for, you know, around a lot for pleasure. It's just mostly back and forth to work I ride. But if it warms up into the 60s or warmer, yeah, I'll ride. But when it's springtime comes, summer, oh man, I ride around. When I'm off work, I do at least 150 miles a day, at least. But I do love it. It's I recommend one to everybody. Like, you just don't know until you get on one. And man, if you're like me, once you get on one, you're hooked. You are hooked. We got a slowpoke up here that actually wants to do the speed limit. Yeah, guys, that mic, I had to order that mic. I just happened to watch a moto vlogger in the UK talk about this mic, so I had to order the mic through Amazon UK. Couldn't find it on anywhere over here, so I ordered it from there. It was not that expensive. The price is on there on the video. That is in pounds. It's in their monetary system, not in, it's not based on the US dollar, but it was less than $20, I think. The time it come out, it's like 15, I don't know exactly what it was, $15, $16. It was less than 20, and it seems to be, because he said it was a low sensitive mic, and some of the reviews I read on it, people were saying like, well, yeah, it don't, the volume's not high enough on it, but for moto vlogging, I think it's perfect because it's not too sensitive. Because I tried the Purple Panda, I tried some other cheap ones, and they were all just too, I mean, the wind noise and stuff would just blow them out once I start going. Once I start going, the audio was just horrible. I think I got some audio still left somewhere. If I can dig it up, I'll put it in right here if I can find it, and y'all can see just how bad the audio was. I mean, I tried three or four different mics, and with this same setup that I'm doing right now, just a different mic, and it was awful. This mic seems to be doing really good, so I'm glad I finally. So I might take this setup and eventually get me the Hero 10 Black, because the GoPro's got a lot wider view than this DJI Osmos. When you put Rocksteady on this DJI, it even cuts the view down even more, so your overall width of your view is not as good, nowhere near what the GoPro shows. So yeah, I might end up getting one of those in supposed to be having some better batteries come out for them also that last a lot longer. Me, I don't care about really shooting in 4 or 5K. 1080p is fine with me. We're doing vlogs. So the battery should last pretty good for what I want it for. DJI Osmos, it does, the batteries do, I think, do better in the cold than the GoPro ones do. But that new battery is supposed to be coming out with the GoPro 10. It's supposed to work better in cold weather also. So we shall see. And of course, you know, I got my 360 Insta360 X2. That's an awesome little camera, guys. I mean, I haven't done a review on it, but that thing is really it's a little awesome camera. I cannot complain. I need to hook this setup up to that camera because I got a mic out for that, and I was having the same problem. The mic was just the mic was just getting blowed out, distorted and everything. So it might work good with that now, because I got some I bought some wireless setup to hook between them. So yeah, it might work pretty good now, because that Insta360, that is, man, I can just put it up there on my windshield or wherever I want it, and it works awesome. It films everything, and I can just go in post-production and put the camera where I want it, show what I want. On that one, I usually do record in 4K, because by the time that one, unless you download it onto the computer, which I do sometimes, not very much. If you download it straight off the car to the computer, it's very, very clear. But the footage does degrade a little bit if you download it from your camera to your phone. So I haven't tried doing it in 5K, so it might get what 4K does from the computer, doing it, recording on 5K and then downloading it off the camera. But yeah, might try that. But that is awesome. I love that little camera. It's small. The battery lasts a long time. I mean, you can probably record straight. Oh, on 4K, I think I've done an hour and a half almost, and still have plenty of battery life. Of course, in the cold, you know, it ain't gonna be like that. But yeah, I recorded, well, the videos I just put up the parts in, I was riding around. That one was 50 something minutes, and I did another one that was, I think, like 15 or 20 minutes, and I still had 63% battery life, I believe it was. So I run a 128 gig card in it, and yeah, that's a little awesome camera. I got lens covers on it. I can tell you with that, I went to see a friend of mine in Tennessee, and we ran into some rain, and it's got little pinholes for your microphones, and rain got in there. So I mean, I got extra adhesive so you can take them off and clean them and put them back on, but yeah, you want to watch it going in the rain, because the rain will go in them little pinholes for your speaker holes, right there where your lens are. And possibility, you know, they get a little bit dirty in them. So That's the only thing with those. If you break those lenses or scratch them, no way to replace them. There's no replacements for them lenses, which you think any camera like that, especially, I got a cover for it and stuff, because if you lay it down, you're going to scratch some lens. If you lay it on something, or if it falls on like concrete or something, it's going to scratch them. So they definitely made some kind of lens covers, like the GoPro or something, where they do come off. That's the only drawback on that camera, is if you damage the lens, you're pretty much screwed. So I try to be very careful with that camera. I got those lens covers on there, so hopefully I don't ever drop it, or if it falls off the bike, it's probably gonna be toast. But I ain't really done nothing on my 4 days off. Pretty much hung around the house. Got me some good rest. Tried to anyway. I've had this mic since last week. I just now tested it out today. My days off, I don't really do a whole lot. It's fixing to be hunting season, so I'm probably gonna go do a little bit of that. But yeah, when it's warm, on my days off, man, I ride. If it's nice weather, as long as it ain't raining, I go out riding. I should have left a little bit earlier. The thing about Friday, it's going to be busier out here. Might have to get me a front tire for this thing, replace it soon. It's been on here since I had the bike, so it's got over 13,000 miles, or around 13,000 miles. Still doing pretty good though. It is a Michelin. I will be changing it out to an Avon Cobra when I change it, just like the back. That's what I got on the back. I had a 240 Avon Cobra on the back, because the Michelin I had on the back, it got a nail in it when I only had a couple thousand miles on it. So I went and bought an Avon Cobra and put on here, and I gave that tire to somebody, so hopefully they could use it, because I would have used it, but I wasn't going back to 240. I knew I was going. I already bought this tire because I knew I wanted to go to 260. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a front tire for this thing probably for next summer. It should. I don't think it should be too bad. It should make it to, or at least till springtime. At least till maybe like March, because I'll only be riding back and forth to work anyway. With that 260, it does lift the the back of the bike up a little bit. You can tell it's a little bit higher in the back because it is a little bit bigger tire. A little bit wider, it's a little bit taller, which helps out on correcting your speedometer, because the speedometer, the faster you go on these things, the more they're off. If you watch my one video, well, I had a video, I don't know if I got it on my channel or not. I went 129 and this thing was almost reading 150 on my speedometer. But by satellite, by my phone, I was only doing 129. So that was with the 240. So I've noticed this 260, it gets a little bit closer to, like, up to a certain point, it's right on. And then as you get faster and faster, it's not off as bad as the 240. So we're almost up here at Bojangles. Get some chicken dinner for the night. All right, guys, take it easy.